Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Movers. It is Tuesday, March the 30th, 2021, and we do have some market movers to go over. And just before that, I want to say that I do have some links in the description that will really help my channel out, so click on them and let's get into it. Anointed Possession, this is up 11.57% from 32.06 to 35.77. Now, this card was released in Amonkhet, but it does see a lot of play in Commander. It's basically a doubling season in white, so as you can imagine, it sees a lot of play. Next up on the list is Coat of Arms, a card that has been on our list a lot last week. This is the Dual Decks Minds versus Might version, up 12.80% today from 12.89 to 14.54, and it's obviously a great card in Commander, used most in the Krenko Mob Boss decks. Next up, Jessica's Will from Commander Legends. This is up 13.53% from $9.61 to $10.91, and it does see some play, most recently in a Magda Brazen Outlaw deck in Commander. Next up is Swan Song from Theros. This is up 14.18% from $13.19 to $15.06, seeing new all-time highs. Now this card sees a bunch of play in Commander, most recently a Kess Descendant Mage deck. Okay, the next up on the list is Willow Satyr from Legends. This is a reserve list card, up 16.97% from $118.68 to $138.82. And there isn't any decks that do use this, but it is a reserve list card from Legends, which is one of the Four Horsemen sets. Next up, Rasputin Dream Weaver, another Legends reserve list card, up 17.57% from $161.31 to $189.69. It does see most play in Commander as a Commander itself. Next up is Alibaba from Arabian Nights. This Arabian Nights card is up 20.18% today from $19.33 to $23.23, and it doesn't see any real play, but it is from Arabian Nights. Oath of Druids from Exodus. This is up 20.55% from $9.49 to $11.44, and it does see play in Commander, but more recently a vintage deck, Oath of Druids vintage deck. Next up, Rocket Launcher from Antiquities. This is one of the Four Horsemen sets. This card is up 25.17% from $441 to $552. Does see a bit of play in a Zerda, the Dawn Waker, and a Kamal Fist of Krosa deck on MTG Goldfish. Okay, the next up on the list is Carnival of Souls. This is another reserve list card from Urza's Destiny. This is up 25.73% from $17.02 to $21.40. Does see playing Commander more recently in Alicia Sanguine Tribune deck. Okay, the next up on the list is Meraxis of Keld from Weatherlight, another reserve list card. This is up 31.28% from $5.37 to $7.05, seeing new all-time highs. Now, there is a few registered decks in Commander that do use it, but apart from that, it's a reserve list card. Next up, Silhouette from Legends. This is up 31.80% from $4.34 to $5.72. And this card, well, it's a card from Legends that sees a little bit of play. One registered copy in a Drenu Lich Lord deck on MTG Goldfish. Okay, and the next card we have on the list to talk about is Exorcist, another reserve list card from the Dark. This is up 50.14% from $25.71 to $38.60. Now, this card does not see any play, but it is a reserve list card from the Dark, so for that reason, it is on the list here today. Next up is Pendelhaven from Legends, another card from Legends on this list. Not a surprise to see these here. This is up 51.89% from $21.45 to $32.58. Now, this card does see a bunch of play in Modern, Heliod Company, and Infect decks, and also in Legacy Infect, and it sees a ton of play in Commander on top of that as well. Next up is Battle of Frost and Fire. This is the promo pack Kaldheim version with the little Wizard's stamp on the side. This is up 107% from $1.12 to $2.32. And yes, it's because it does see some play in Commander, but more recently because it sees play in a Sultai control deck in Standard. I want to show you guys a recent pickup that I got from my local game store, and there are some old cards in there from Portal 3 Kingdoms, Beta, and Antiquities. I got a few cards at my local game store. They are cards that I've talked about in previous market movers as specs and potential good pickups, and I would put my money where my mouth is, I always do. And yes, here we go. We have some old cards to go through here. Titania's Song. This is a moderately played card, but I think it's old and I do love the art. It is a card that's actually been going up. It showed up a few times on my Market Movers lists, and I'm very grateful to have gotten this for around $3 for a moderately played copy. I think that's a pretty decent deal. Yeah, I'd say that's moderately played. Not too bad, actually. It's a decent moderate play card. So Urza's Mine, obviously Tron, you know, it's one of the best decks in almost every format that it is played, because it is a deck that is played in multiple formats, not just modern, but these are the beautiful original versions from Antiquities. I absolutely love the card, love the art, and I just love the lore. And we have a beta card here, Death Ward. Oh, I just love the really deep red, orange, and yellow hue in the background of the window there. Oh, it just pops so much. I love the art on this card. And very simple, just 1 mana, regenerates target creature. Beautiful art from Mark Poole, one of the OG artists from Magic the Gathering. Okay, another beta card here. This is a card that I've talked about before as, you know, pretty good specs, I think, in my opinion. Circle of Protection green. These are cards that are played. Green is a very powerful color in Commander. I think it's that and black are probably the two most powerful colors in Commander, in my opinion. And Circle Protection green protects you from green sources. And this is from beta. It was moderately played. A little bit more played, I would say, for a moderately played card than the Death Ward, but that's okay. I'm getting it mostly for the art, and I just love the original printings of these cards. I think they are a decent storage of value. Even if they're moderately played in 10 years, people aren't going to care as much as there's just not a lot of them on the market. And Portal 3 Kingdoms cards. We do have Shu Elite Infantry. These are cards that I think are just very rare in comparison to a lot of newer sets. Shoefoot Soldiers and Shoe Grain Caravan. Beautiful. I love the little attack and defense of the sword and shield there. Beautiful cards. I hope you guys enjoyed that pickup. And with that being said, let's get back to the Market Movers. Okay, it is time for my final thoughts on the market. We are seeing a lot more Legends cards on the list here today. It seems like Legends has been a very hot set. Ever since I started doing these Market Movers, we've had at least 1 or 2 copies of Legends cards on the lists. We are seeing more reserve list cards coming back. Just like I said, there was a bit of an exhaustion, maybe a little bit of a retrace happening, but now it looks like they're back in full effect with 5 reserve list cards on this list here today. But apart from that, we are seeing a lot of movement, mostly due to Commander play, and it looks like it's business as usual. So I just want to let you guys know I do make these videos from Monday to Friday, so please come back tomorrow for another Market Movers, and I would love to read your comments down below, so leave your thoughts on the market down below, and I'll be sure to read them. And with that being said, please enjoy the rest of your day. Being a patron will help me produce more Market Movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.